Turkey stands at a crossroads. Its future hinges on a crucial choice: embrace meritocracy or succumb to the suffocating grip of nepotism. While the nation boasts a vibrant and dynamic society, a shadow lurks over its progress. This shadow is the pervasive presence of nepotism, hindering social mobility and obstructing economic growth. The lack of a level playing field, where opportunities are determined by merit rather than connections, is a pressing issue that demands immediate attention. The consequences of this systemic deficiency are far-reaching. They infiltrate every facet of Turkish society, from public administration to the private sector, and even the education system. When individuals are appointed or promoted based on favoritism rather than competence, the entire nation suffers. This essay delves into the intricacies of this dilemma, exploring the detrimental effects of nepotism on Turkey's development and proposing potential solutions for a brighter future. The time for complacency is over. Turkey must confront this challenge head-on, fostering a culture of meritocracy where talent and hard work, not connections, pave the path to success. The stakes are high and the future of the nation hangs in the balance. Nowhere is the insidious nature of nepotism more evident than in Turkey's public sector. Appointments to key positions are often based on political allegiance or familial ties, sidelining qualified individuals. This practice breeds inefficiency, corruption, and a lack of accountability. Consider the case of state-owned enterprises. Promotions and appointments often favor individuals with connections to the ruling party, regardless of their qualifications. This results in mismanagement, reduced productivity, and a decline in the quality of public services. Such practices erode public trust and hinder economic progress. The absence of a meritocratic system has dire economic consequences. When talent is sidelined, innovation suffers. Businesses prioritize connections over competence, hindering entrepreneurship and economic diversification. This creates a stagnant economic environment where growth is limited and opportunities are scarce. Turkey possesses a young and dynamic population, but its potential remains untapped. Bright minds are discouraged as they see favoritism prevailing over hard work and talent. This leads to brain drain, with skilled individuals seeking opportunities abroad where merit is recognized and rewarded. The lack of meritocracy also deters foreign investment. Investors seek stable and predictable environments where success is determined by market forces, not personal connections. Nepotism creates an unpredictable and risky environment, hindering economic growth and prosperity. Beyond economic stagnation, nepotism breeds social inequality and frustration. When opportunities are reserved for a select few, it creates a two-tiered society. Those with connections enjoy privilege and access, while others are left behind, regardless of their abilities or efforts. This sense of injustice fuels social unrest and erodes social cohesion. Citizens become disillusioned with a system that favors the privileged few at the expense of the many. This can lead to social fragmentation and instability, undermining the fabric of society. The pervasiveness of nepotism fosters a culture of cynicism and apathy. Citizens lose faith in the system, believing that hard work and talent are futile in the face of entrenched favoritism. This creates a vicious cycle, perpetuating inequality and hindering social progress. Section 5. Education system, a breeding ground for inequality. The flaws of the system extend to the education system. Access to quality education is often determined by socioeconomic background, perpetuating inequality from a very young age. Children from disadvantaged families face an uphill battle, while those with connections enjoy a smoother path. University admissions are also marred by allegations of favoritism. Students with connections are alleged to gain entry to prestigious institutions, while others with higher qualifications are denied. This undermines the integrity of the education system and perpetuates inequality. This unequal playing field has lasting consequences. It limits social mobility and reinforces existing power structures. The education system, instead of being an engine of opportunity, becomes a tool for maintaining the status quo. Section 6. The private sector, favoritism over competence. The private sector, while seemingly more competitive, is not immune to the allure of nepotism. Hiring practices often prioritize personal connections over skills and qualifications. This creates an uneven playing field, disadvantaging those without the right connections. Family-owned businesses, a significant part of the Turkish economy, often favor relatives in key positions. While understandable to a degree, this practice can stifle innovation and hinder growth if competence is not a primary consideration. This culture of favoritism extends beyond hiring practices. Contracts and business deals are often influenced by personal relationships, undermining fair competition and market efficiency. This creates an environment where success is not solely determined by merit, but by who you know. Section 7. Stifling Dissent, the price of speaking out. The pervasiveness of nepotism is further exacerbated by a culture of silence. Those who dare to speak out against these practices often face repercussions. Whistleblowers risk their careers and reputations, deterring others from challenging the status quo. This stifles public discourse and prevents open criticism of the system. Without accountability and transparency, nepotism thrives, further entrenching inequality and hindering progress. The fear of reprisal creates a climate of self-censorship. Individuals are hesitant to express their opinions, fearing the potential consequences. This limits open dialogue, hindering the development of solutions and perpetuating the cycle of nepotism. Section 8. A Glimmer of Hope, Civil Society's Push for Change. Despite the challenges, a glimmer of hope emerges from Turkey's vibrant civil society. Organizations and individuals are working tirelessly to promote meritocratic values and advocate for greater transparency and accountability. Independent media outlets play a crucial role in exposing instances of nepotism and raising public awareness. Investigative journalism sheds light on corrupt practices, holding those in power accountable and pushing for reform. Grassroots movements are also gaining momentum. Citizens are organizing online and offline, demanding a fairer system that rewards merit and hard work. These initiatives, while facing an uphill battle, represent a crucial force for change. Section 9. The Way Forward, Embracing Meritocratic Principles. To address this systemic issue, Turkey must embark on a comprehensive reform agenda. This requires a multi-pronged approach, tackling both the symptoms and root causes of nepotism. Strengthening institutions is paramount. Independent regulatory bodies must be established to ensure fair competition, transparency, and accountability in both the public and private sectors. These institutions must be shielded from political interference and empowered to investigate and prosecute instances of corruption and favoritism. Educational reforms are equally crucial. Investing in early childhood education and ensuring equal access to quality education for all, regardless of socioeconomic background, will level the playing field and foster a culture of meritocracy from a young age. Promoting a culture of transparency and accountability is essential. Whistleblowers must be protected, and a system of checks and balances must be implemented to prevent abuse of power. Open dialogue and public discourse must be encouraged, facilitating the identification of problems and the development of solutions. Section 10. Conclusion. A call for a fairer Turkey. The path towards a meritocratic Turkey is fraught with challenges, but the stakes are too high to ignore. The nation's future hinges on its ability to dismantle the structures of nepotism and create a society where opportunity is based on talent and hard work, not connections. Failure to act will have dire consequences. Economic stagnation, social unrest, and a deepening sense of injustice will plague the nation, hindering its progress and jeopardizing its future. The time for action is now. Turkey must embrace meritocratic principles, fostering a culture of fairness, transparency, and equal opportunity. Only then can the nation unlock its full potential and secure a brighter future for all its citizens. Welcome to our exploration of meritocracy and its challenges in Turkey. This video is inspired by the insightful opinion articles of Dr. Begum Burak, whose work sheds light on the critical issues facing Turkish society today. As we delve into the topic, we'll uncover how deep-rooted nepotism challenges the very fabric of meritocratic values, affecting various sectors from public administration to education. Join us as we unravel the complexities of this issue and discuss potential pathways toward a more equitable society. Let's begin our journey into understanding the mirage of meritocracy in Turkey and the pressing need for reform.